The Akali balance patch just dropped, and I'm in Caitlyn right now, so let's look over her changes. Crouching medium now pushes back less and hits more consistently. It's not a huge buff, but it should feel a lot better during combos, especially at max range medium. Too heavy now gives a more consistent hit reaction, which allows more consistent combos, which is also aided by a second buff we'll see later. Same thing with back heavy. There was a glitch that allowed certain hits to only connect the first hit and not the second hit, but I couldn't replicate it. Should work functionally the same, but to the new consistency, there is a slight nerf, meaning she can't get certain conversions anymore, like flip kick into back roll into light. Fun fact, certain things are the new route, well, the new style combo is kind of possible. It should have been there in the previous version, but you know, still nice to have. Bola on counter hit now has a better hit reaction. It just makes combos a little bit more consistent. Coupled with the second buff, which allows Bola to no longer disable flip. It makes her combo consistency a little bit higher. You know, you can then more easily pick which side you want to be, as Caitlyn tends to flip sides a lot during her combos. You know, just general stability, nice quality of life. Same with the other combo. Works on S special as well. Jumping medium now has a lower hurt box. You can't really feel it on like formal jumps because it's still the same, but in mid combo it does feel a little bit better. I go for a different route, but essentially it's generally a lot better now. Meaning Caitlyn goes down from having 4 aerial combo depending on her height to 2, which is really nice. You can now combo heavy off a falling attack into forward stomp or S2. It gives her a new conversion route. It's a nice addition because more combos. Caitlyn's assists now have more consistent hits. You didn't really notice it because you always went for the more optimal route anyways if you play this team, but it should make certain combos more likely, especially since Caitlyn's gunshot has a dead zone close to her. Forward assist now jumps a little lower. You don't really notice it, especially if you're doing hit into tag out, but it's very, very noticeable in mid combos. Roll now works a little bit more consistently. Well, I say a little because the major buff was for big bodies and it still doesn't work on Fucky, so do with that what you will. It does work fine on everyone else, you know, it's just the certain big body characters will have this issue. Every other route works, so you can do that instead. Parrying shot no longer cancels the second shot. It's a nice buff, but the major issue wasn't necessarily parry, it was the tag projectiles being able to punish Caitlyn for shooting. That's still in the game, but I guess they didn't want her to be too belligerent. Caitlyn's dash is now better because she keeps momentum when she jabs. You can't really feel it, but it should make her move a little bit better. They took away Caitlyn's puppeting. I thought they gave it back with another move, but apparently they didn't. So Caitlyn can no longer puppet any specials. Well, she can still puppet shots into Bola. So if you want, you could do that. Cake time no longer dissipates on moves that have projectile invisibility. Warwick's is a special kind of boy, but everyone else can't do that anymore. Lastly, Caitlyn's super got buffed. I don't know how, but they say it did, so I believe them. Overall, I think the buffs were very much needed. You know, they were great buffs, all quality of life stuff. Generally, they improve people who played Caitlyn more as a rushdown player, as opposed to people who zoned out. Zoning out should still feel a little bit better giving the buffs. You know, you'll be able to get more conversions, better damage off stray hits now. But overall, it feels more like a buff towards pushing her as an aggressive character than a zoner, which I welcome as my playstyle is very much aggressive. But for everyone else, she might feel very much the same, just a little bit more consistent with her damage. Yeah, see you on the next one.